Hello and welcome, I'm Jason Bennett. We're live from the North Melbourne Recreation Reserve. Today we bring you a practice match between Collingwood and Brisbane. There aren't any points on the line today, but these two teams will still be going hard at each other as they trial new setups, structures and combinations. Here come the teams. Kelly Underwood joins me. Who's your pick today, Kel?
Thanks, Jason. I'm going to have to go with the Lions. It might only be a practice match, so there's no exposed form to go on. There are obviously considerations for both sides today that are more important than the result.
Thanks, Kelly. Plenty of noise and excitement as we await the coin toss. A lot has been said about this match during the week. Time to find out who's right and who's wrong. Barnett wins the first ruck contest. White, Slisher, leading by example. Gets her hands on it early. Good for the confidence. Desperate defence. Had some assistance. Lee. She's not going to waste an opportunity like that one.
She's going about it with the sort of confidence that suggests she could be in for a big game today.
The Pies, off to a good start. Hickey got her palm to it. Conway will be important as always. Davidson marks at centre half forward. Spark. Smith got to the right position and hung on.
This deserves a goal.
Pops it through and scores a level.
So important to get reward for effort. On that occasion, the finish matched the quality of the work upfield.
So a goal each. Barnett, the winner there. White, Can. She's lost possession. Conway, desperate to win it back. They've turned it over. What she got on offer? Going for territory. Dunn clears the area. Howarth somehow released the ball. She's normally better than that. Can she hit a target? That's a terrific kick. Surely a goal coming up now.
To break the deadlock, will they lead by 6 or 1?
In she goes and thumps it way back.
Well, if you give her room inside the 50, you'll pay more often than not.
It's goal for goal early. Hickey wins the hit out. Conway, Dawes, receives a clever hand pass. O'Dwyer, she shut her down. Good build-up. She's pushed it wide. Throws it on the boot and misses.
Those are the kinds of opportunities you need to take.
Aggressive with the kick in. The great Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Howarth couldn't burst through. Butler threw herself at it. Barnett goes long. Punched away. Frederick. She stopped in her tracks. Manages to get off a handball. Spills loose. Is this the moment? Can. Snap it goal. One behind.
It seemed like the defenders got a bit lost there and they were lucky not to give up a goal.
Dunn tasked with the kick in. Conan can keep it moving. She's made a bright start. Fowler, she just dropped it. Davidson, Campbell. The whistle's gone. It's a free kick for a hold. Ignoring the corridor for now, that's a good option, and this looks promising. Davidson with time. Campbell on a lead. Feeds it out. Postlethwaite picking their way through. They're moving the football well here. Oh, that has to hurt. Spark. Howarth says thank you very much. Doesn't often waste it. The kick was misdirected. Normally delivers. Mullins, dangerous to leave her on her own. Can she impose herself on the match? And that's a letdown. Gives it everything. Frederick gets to the front spot.
She hasn't got her name on the goal scorers list yet. Here's a good chance.
Long ball in. Lutkins with the big fist. Barnett met solidly. She was trying to force her way through, but nothing doing. Hickey wins it. Lee, sweeping handball. It's there.
They're after a big game from her today, and that's a great start.
The Pies have made the ideal start. The Rucks lock horns. White, Slisher running in support. Morris, she'd like that one again. Thought her way through it. Howard takes an excellent grab. Clever kick. Frederick, she's taken a beauty.
This is what she gets paid to do, kick these goals.
A simple finish, and she makes no mistake.
2 contested grabs and 2 goals for her now. She could be in for a huge day.
The Lions really need to respond now. Hickey slaps it out. Hodder, she's generally a good kick. Fowler wins it back. Great mark. Big ball to be won here. Uses the body well. Sends them inside 50 again. Dunn is there to save the day. The Lions looking shaky early. Campbell has found some space. Fair to say it's been a lacklustre affair so far. Hickey wins it down. Dawes. Hodder. They'll contest in the centre square. Allen heads them off at the pass. You can see their confidence growing. The Lions are right on the back foot. It's been a torrid opening to this match for them. Daniel Harford is with us. What do you make of this one, Harf?
The Lions have been outworked so far. They'll look to their leaders to drive a step up in intensity. It's not always about the obvious things. It's also the knock-on that releases a teammate, the extra effort to effect a smother, the gut running to lay a shepherd. When you're in that mindset, you give yourselves a great chance.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Harf. Hickey has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. The Lions need to make inroads soon. The Pies have all the answers. Can anyone get to the drop zone? Lutkins got to the fall. Careful with the kick. Hickey pushes into space and receives the footy. They've opened them up here. Incisive handball. Bad error there. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Frederick outbodied her opponent and took a ripper. Slisher, here's real danger now.
Kicking at her first.
Finishing hasn't always been her forte, but there is nothing wrong with that.
The Lions have to try something different, or this game could well be gone by half-time.
The Pies are threatening to run away with it now. This has been impressive. Hickey punches it out of the ruck. Spark, a model of consistency. That's not a good kick. She doesn't waste many. Hampson read it well and claims the mark. Can she find a teammate? Dawes has charged into space. Bombs it in. Livingston had it and lost it. Can is calm in a crisis, and they're out of trouble. They could be vulnerable here. She's kicked it high. Can, at fullback, stops them in their tracks. Bangs it long. Porter had her name written all over it. Looking to extend this margin. Howarth finds herself unattended. She might have done better. Handball was good. Here's a big chance. Can she take it? No, she's missed.
I think she was already celebrating in her head.
The Lions desperately need to shift the momentum. Can couldn't finish what she started. Dangerous place to turn it over. Just shoveled it out. Conan mops that one up. Delivers to centre half forward. Davidson has a vice-like grip. Can she be the fire starter? It's come unstuck. Searching kick. They've given it back. She's been busy so far. Howarth cuts it off.
Nothing better than to convert a big contested mark into a goal.
Howarth, you know what's coming. She punches it through and they are flying.
The Pies are going from strength to strength. They've got all the answers at the minute.
The Lions need to lift here. They've been disappointing. Morris Dalton with a deft tap. Anderson has some attention to deal with. Conway. Mullins is released by the handball. Hickey. They desperately need a goal. She should kick it, but she hasn't.
She'll be disappointed with that, but she'll back herself to make amends if she gets a chance.
Straight down the middle. She had one job and she made a meal of it. They've got them on the overlap. It's a poor entry, a waste really. Can they get something going? The Pies have winners everywhere. Good penetration on the kick. Conan got a fist in. Dunn throws it on the boot. Honours the lead. Mullins. They're giving them nothing. That's not going to work. Porter is hard to beat one-on-one. The defence is disorganised. Lee appreciates that delivery.
Well, there's one side working hard at the moment and the other side's just sitting back waiting for their teammates to do the work.
It's on the way. Good-looking kick, and she's dobbed it.
They forced them to kick to a contest and didn't give them an easy look, but as we just saw, their aerial capability means they can get you that way as well.
The Pies have winners everywhere and they're basically doing as they please. Morris Dalton wins it out of the centre. Can, Slisher, White, dealt with the pressure. An ill-directed hand pass. They haven't been able to buy a goal. Butler picks off the pass. Who's at home? That's an impressive mark. Approaching the 50. This might be a chance for the high flyers. Dawes tries to spike it out of the danger zone. She's everywhere at the moment. No one can mark. Mullins hunting the footy. Gets her kick despite the heat. You can't afford to do that too often. They're looking for the knockout blow. They're well set up behind the ball. Bombing it in won't work. Can she hit a target? Can't keep hold of it. Davey gets to it first. They're putting them under all sorts of pressure. Porter might fancy herself here. The Pies are white hot at the moment. Postlethwaite turns them around again. Takes the short option. Spark in the clear. Williams presents in space. Normally delivers. Slisher picks it off. That's poor kicking.
The Pies are working harder at the present time and they're reaping the rewards.
She's kicking at her second, but she'll have to settle for one, at least for now. Half-time, and I think we're all stunned after that. One team playing terrific football, and the other, well, they just haven't got going at all. Time to check in with half.
The Lions have been giving the ball back a bit too much. It's been a combination of poor skill execution and poor options, but they need to iron that out because they're undoing some of their good work in winning the footy in close.
Thanks, half, as we get going again. Morris Dalton palmed it down beautifully. White, what can she do with it? Lee manages to get off a handball. Turned over. Hickey, great vision there. Williams, she's gone. They're tackling with venom today. Morris Dalton with a deft tap. Should be a goal. Oh, she's missed. A chance goes begging.
The way it's going, it probably won't be long until they get another opportunity.
Taking no risks with the kick-in. Conan can keep it moving. Spark works hard to present. They've lost confidence. She's hit up the lead. She's only had the one inside 50.
Morris Dalton!
Again with the superior judgment. Strong grab. Takes a beauty.
She has not managed to find the middle yet. She should do so here.
The crowd noise tells you all you need to know.
It was no secret they needed to quell her influence, but they haven't been able to do it. She's had her way with them.
The Pies on the board first after half-time. Hickey, the winner there. Rowe, under pressure. Morris Dalton blasts away. We're watching a very good side here.
The crowd will tell the story.
The definition of optimism is hoping for her to miss that. She doesn't.
They move that ball very well indeed. They're hard to defend at their skillful best.
The Pies have made a flying start to the second half. Morris Dalton wins it out of the centre. White. Well-weighted kick. It's off hands. Gets there first. Harassed into an error. Lutkins doing what she does best. Spark in the right spot. Hickey. They're a big chance here. The Lions looking dangerous. What she got on offer. That might attract a pack. Livingston heads off the danger with a well-judged mark. Gives it everything. Lutkins is racking up spoils. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Great hands there.
She hasn't done a lot today, but she's still done some good things.
She's kicked it as straight as an arrow.
The Lions have obviously had a tough day, but that was better play.
They've broken the run of goals at the other end, but they need a run of their own now. The Rucks lock horns. White gathers in the centre square. Terrific tackle. I've liked her game today. Mullins. She's generally a good kick. Allen read it well. Can anyone take a mark? Porter wins the contest hands down. Goes long. Snap at goal. One behind.
Nothing wrong with having a go, but it might have been a better option to set that one up to the top of the square.
Conan to bring it back in. Mullins goes without it. They've put themselves under pressure. Couldn't get an effective disposal. And that's a letdown. Just has to hit a target. Unable to get it inside 50. Clever kick. Yoshida Martin pushes into space and receives the footy. Just waiting for the right moment to press go. Conan in the centre square. Spark on a lead. Her field kicking is normally first rate. Davidson. They desperately need this. The Pies wriggle off the hook. She got under that one. Allinger clears the area. Long. Good kick. Mullins working hard and being rewarded. They've turned it over. She's completely shanked it.
Blasts away, and that's out on the full.
Great pressure and ultimately rewarded.
Long has charged into space. It's an exhibition in how to give the ball back.
This will go very wide. She lost her radar there.
That was high, wide, and not very handsome.
They've given it up. Searching kick.
Hampson! You beauty!
They'll contest in the centre square. Can't hang on under close attention. Hampson, Conan. Can she be the fire starter?
James!
Takes an excellent grab. Going for territory. She's plucked it and she should have a shot.
It's one of those ones that should be kicked, but it's amazing how often players miss them.
There's the kick, and she's put it through.
What they wouldn't give for some more experience down there.
This one might be settled now. Hickey has shaded the ruck battle despite the scoreboard. The Lions continue to be second to the ball.
She's good in these situations. It's going close. Oh, she's clipped the woodwork.
That's an opportunity gone begging. You'd back her in more often than not from there.
The Lions have been embarrassed today. The Pies have been magnificent. I'm not sure anyone could stop them in this mood. It's time for some observations from Daniel Harford.
The Lions can't throw the towel in here. They've got to treat this last quarter as if there's just a kick in it and try to lay down a template for how they'd like to go about their next match. They can't win the match, but they can certainly get something out of it.
We'll see how it plays out. Thanks, Harf. Hickey, they won't blame her. Can. White, into the action again already. A goal-scoring opportunity may have gone begging there. Rowe wins it back. Great mark. The Lions are under siege.
That's symptomatic of their day.
Is that holding the ball? Lutkins throws it on the boot. They could be vulnerable here. Another forward 50 entry. Alarm bells are ringing. She's run into trouble. Hodder is calm in a crisis. Spark, she is everywhere at the moment. Great body work. Lutkins gets the kick away. It's come unstuck. Looking to extend this margin.
Taking out some frustration, possibly.
Mullins, Lutkins. She's copped some of her own medicine. Morris took her high. Allen cuts them off yet again. There goes the kick inside the 50. That's an impressive mark.
A question of accuracy, and she should be able to answer in the affirmative.
Drop punt, and she has put it away.
The Lions just haven't worked hard enough. It's as simple as that. They haven't given themselves a chance, and that'll be the most disappointing thing for them.
Away we go once more. Hickey, she's rucked superbly in a losing cause. Conway, Campbell, Through the centre square she goes. Smith marks inside 50 and can have a shot.
I'm not sure she's got the journey from there.
Hasn't hit that one sweetly. It'll be a behind.
Those sorts of shots just have to be goals when you're trying to come from behind.
Looking to get it forward quickly. Dunn got a fist in. Allinger, what can she come up with here? Delivers a long ball. Livingston with a terrific mark deep in defence. Into the middle with the kick. The great Spud Frawley would have loved that one. Can. What a game she's having. Sloppy disposal and a turnover. The Pies have all the answers. Kicks inside the forward 50. Porter had her name written all over it. Golden opportunity here. They've found the magic formula. Slisher finds herself unattended.
It's as if they don't rate this player. She's already hurt them and she's about to hurt them again.
Finishing hasn't always been her forte, but there is nothing wrong with that.
Well, if you give her room inside the 50, you'll pay more often than not.
The Pies are in complete control. Morris Dalton has had her measure today. White. Anderson, desperate to win it back. Onto the non-preferred. Allen cuts it off. Who was she aiming for? Lee got to the right position and hung on. They're a big chance here. Great footy. They're hard to stop when they move the ball like that.
Poor defence, leaving her on her own, and now you'd imagine she'll make them pay.
Looks good off the boot. She's got it.
They are having a real purple patch and making it count on the scoreboard. That's 4 in a row.
The Vultures are circling. Morris Dalton with a deft tap. Anderson stripped of it. Hasn't seen a lot of it. Good disciplined defence. Long. She's going for home. And why wouldn't she with a finish like that?
She's a terrific asset with her pace and skills, and that was another example.
Can they follow that goal up with another? Morris Dalton continues to have her way. Not a lot of positives today. Fowler at centre-half back. Doesn't often waste it. Strong grab. She's had little impact so far. Punched away. Rowe had eyes only for the footy. She's a certainty here. She cannot miss. And the commentator's curse strikes again.
She really should have capitalised on that, but not to be.
The Lions have been consigned to a face-saving exercise. Closed her down. The tackle slips high. Free kick.
She doesn't have a lot of shots, so you can understand her wanting to take this one.
Heads for home. That was never missing.
The defenders are entitled to be annoyed with their mids. They're under all kinds of pressure.
The Lions are having one of those days. Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. Anderson, might be time for one more score here. O'Dwyer can send them deep into attack. That's symptomatic of their troubles. Can she find a teammate?
you wouldn't want to play this side in this form. They would have wiped the floor with most teams today.
Daniel Harford's here for some final thoughts. How do you unpack that one, huh?
That match was only ever going one way. There were times when these teams looked like they belonged in different divisions, and it's not hard to imagine that the final margin could have been even greater. One side's got a lot to look forward to, and the other will simply search for improvement.
Thanks for your contributions throughout the day, Kelly. Thanks so much for your company. Hope to have you with us again next time for more enthralling Aussie rules action.